नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौरभक्त वृंदा. Rejuvenating text 25, text 26 and text 27 of chapter 1, the activities of Maharaj Priyavrat of 5th canto, the creative impetus of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 25. Agnidhredma Jivva Yajna Bahum Mahavira Hiranyareto Ghrutaprushtaha Savana Medhotithi Viti Hotra Kavaya Iti Sarva E Bagni Namanah. The 10 sons of Maharaj Priyavrat were named Agnidhra, Idhma Jivva, Yajnabahu, Mahavir, Hiranyareta, Ghrutaprushta, Savana, Medhatithi, Vitihotra and Kavi. These are also names of Agni, the fire god. Text 26. Etesham Kavira Mahavirah Savana Iti Traya Asananudhva Retasta आत्म विद्याया मर्भ भावादारभ्य कृतपरिचयाः पारमहंस मेवाश्रमम भजन. 3 among these 10, namely Kavi, Mahavir and Savana, lived in complete celibacy. Thus trained in brahmachari life from the beginning of childhood, they are very conversant with the highest perfection known as the Paramhamsa Ashram. The word Urdhvareta Saha is very significant in this verse. Urdhvareta refers to one who can control sex life and who, instead of wasting semen by discharging it, can use this most important substance accumulated in the body to enrich the brain. One who can completely control sex life is able to work wonderfully with his brain, especially in remembering. Thus, students who simply hear Vedic instructions once from their teacher could remember them verbatim without needing to read books, which therefore did not exist in former times. Another significant word is Marbha Bhava, which means from very childhood. Another meaning is from being very affectionate to children. In other words, Paramahansa life is dedicated for the benefit of others. Just as a father sacrifices many things out of affection for his son, great saintly persons sacrifice all kinds of bodily comforts for the benefit of human society. In this connection, there is a verse concerning the 6 Goswamis. Tyaktva Turnam Ashesha Mandala Pati Shrenim Sada Tuchhavata Bhutva Dina Ganesh Kau Karunaya Kaupina Kantha. Because of their compassion for the poor fallen souls, the 6 Goswamis gave up their exalted positions as ministers and took vows as mendicants. Thus, minimizing their bodily wants as far as possible, they each accepted only a loin cloth and a begging bowl. Thus, they remained in Vrindavan to execute the order of the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by compiling and publishing various Vaishnava literatures. Text 27. Tasmin nu ha va upashama shilah paramarshayah sakala jivani kaya vasasya bhagavato vasudevasya bhitanam sharanabhutasya श्रीमच चरणारविंदा विरत स्मरणा विगलित परम भक्ति योगानुभावेन परिभावितांतर हृदयाधिगते भगवती सर्वेषां भूतानामा त्वभूते प्रत्यगात्मने वात्मन स्तादात्म्य म विशेषण समीयुः. Thus situated in the renounced order from the beginning of their childhood, all 3 of them completely controlled the activities of their senses and thus became great saints. They concentrated their minds always upon the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the resting place of the totality of living entities and who is therefore known as Vasudev. Lord Vasudev is the only shelter of those who are actually afraid of material existence. By constant thinking of his lotus feet, these 3 sons of Maharaj Priyavrat became advanced in pure devotional service. By the prowess of their devotional service, they can directly perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is situated in everyone's heart as the Super Soul and realize that there was qualitatively no difference between themselves and Him. The Paramahansa stage is the topmost position in renounced life. In Sannyas, the renounced order, there are 4 stages: Kuti Chaka, Bahudaka, Parivrajyatkacharya, and Paramhansa. According to the Vedic system, when one accepts a renounced order, he stays out of village in a cottage and his necessities, namely food, are supplied to him from his home. This is called Kuti Chaka stage. When a sannyasi advances further, he no longer accepts anything from home. Instead, he collects his necessities, especially his food, from many places. This system is called Madhukari, which literally means the profession of the bumblebees. As bumblebees collect honey from many places, a little from each place, so a sannyasi should beg from door to door but not accept very much food from any particular house. He should collect a little bit from every house. This is called Bahudaka stage. When a sannyasi is still more experienced, he travels all over the world to preach the glories of Lord Vasudev. He is then known as Parivrajyatkacharya. The sannyasi reaches the Paramahansa stage when he finishes his preaching work and sits down in a place strictly for the sake of advancing in spiritual life. An actual Paramahansa is one who can completely control sex life and engage in the unalloyed service of the Lord. Therefore, all 3 of the sons of Priyavat Maharaj, namely Kavi, Mahavir, and Savana, were situated in the Paramahansa stage from the very beginning. Their senses could not disturb them, for their senses were completely engaged in serving the Lord. Therefore, the 3 brothers are described in this verse as Upashama Shilaha. Upashama means completely subdued. Because they completely subdued their senses, they are understood to have been great sages and saints. After subduing their senses, the 3 brothers concentrated their minds upon the lotus feet of Lord Vasudev Krishna. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 7.19, Vasudevaha Sarvam Iti. The lotus feet of Vasudeva are everything. Lord Vasudev is the reservoir of all living entities. When this cosmic manifestation was dissolved, all living entities enter into the supreme body of the Lord Garbhodakshay Vishnu, who merge within the body of Mahavishnu. Both of these Vishnu Tattvas are Vasudev Tattvas, and therefore the great sages Kavi, Mahavir, and Savana concentrated always upon the lotus feet of Vasudev Krishna. In this way, they could understand that the super soul within the heart is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they could recognize their identity with Him. The complete description of this realization is that simply by discharging unalloyed form of devotional service, one can realize his self completely. The Param Bhakti Yoga mentioned in this verse means that a living entity, by dint of unalloyed devotional service, has no other interest than in the service of the Lord, as described in Bhagavad Gita, Vasudevaha Sarvam Iti. By Param Bhakti Yoga, by elevating oneself to the highest platform of loving service, one can automatically be relieved from the bodily concept of life and see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. As confirmed in Brahma Samhita, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanen Santah Sadaiva Rudayeshu Vilokayanti Yama Shama Sundara Asintya Guna Swarupam Govindam Adipurusham Tam Aham Bhajami. An advanced devotee who is known as a Sat or saint can always see within his heart the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. Krishna Shyama Sundara expands himself by his plenary portion, and thus a devotee can always see him within his heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.